So this is an intermediate tournament replay, and somewhere halfway through the game, my brain just stopped working and I just didn't know what to do, so I just decided to do something weird and janky, which was Vulcan Elite Hacker, and it worked. So I'm just going to show that replay. I am bottom here, marksman specialist, and my opponent is a farseer specialist. And it looked like the meta in this tournament was most everyone was playing standard, either because replicate war was strong or because it's just that's what people do in tournaments and that's the best way to play. But I got pretty far just by playing aggro, and so did the guy one who was playing aggro. So it seems like aggro is actually a pretty strong option in tournaments because people play standard and they get too greedy, and you can get an advantage there. Put it over there. I figured he might bubble here, but he actually dodged it instead. We both picked the tarantula. So this is going to be a flanking tarantula, and I can add armor to him, and that really makes him invulnerable to the Mustangs. Pins the Mustangs on him for a while. And of course it pulls things away from the tower, makes it easier for me to move into the tower and hit it and pop it. Less chaff trickling in. So I got range with the arc light kind of to counter the Mustangs, but then that's one of the double-edged swords of range is that they're more likely to then lock onto non-chaff stuff, like an arc light. See, that's the thing about it, is that's kind of a greedy pick, you know. And this is where my brain stopped working. I don't know why, it just stopped working. It happens with age. I just couldn't figure out what to do. I don't know why. I just normally I have a game plan when I play aggro. I know which place to pivot to. I know which the next good unit to get is. But for some reason, maybe because the guy's pretty good or something, I just couldn't. I started to struggle, and that's probably an indication I'm up against a pretty good opponent. So when that happened, I decided just to start doing random stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna run out of time. Let me just buy this Vulcan here. I don't know, whatever. What the f, right? Just a random Vulcan, aggro Vulcan, right? Which is good, you know. That keeps a good player on my toes, you know. But I think this guy's probably better than I am. I didn't know that at the start, but I think looking back at it, yeah. He's probably thinking like, what the f? That's weird. Okay, just a random Vulcan, whatever. And he picked offensive tactics, which again, he's definitely going the greedy route. He's picking every best late game, and that makes sense. I mean, he's got more HP than me. It looks like he's stabilizing. Looks like a good win for him. But I picked the elite hacker. Just sure, whatever. He actually has a lot of chaff and Mustangs too. Why would I even? Clearly my brain stopped working, but it works out actually. He unlocks a fort. By the way, at this MMR, around 1600 to 1700, getting forts as a counter to aggro has been super common. I think it's because a lot of players here will spam medium units, and the forts do pretty well like that. But I'm not spamming medium units. I'm actually doing something quite different. It's a good thing my brain stopped working, because I would have probably given this guy armor to increase his HP. And then, I don't know, I would have probably, who knows, maybe get Phoenixes or something like that. Whatever can move in and pop the tower and deal damage quickly. But this would have just countered that pretty well because, you know, anti-air barrage. So, he's lucky. I mean, I'm lucky. And of course, this guy's just shooting chaff, so he didn't even do anything this round. He's still probably thinking, like, what the f is this guy doing? Yep. Yeah, this guy's probably think he's got a pretty easy win. Brain really stopped working in this game. I think I was hungry or something. Like, why would I smoke bomb here? What's the point of that? Alright, so I've got range on my Vulcan now. But it's kind of interesting though, because if the Vulcan gets stuck on a fortress, then they're kind of both in range. So that's kind of good. So I basically have this this Vulcan level 3 hacker comp going for now. It's basically my comp right now. I decided I just have to pick something to go with it because, you know, just do something, pick something, take a risk. You don't have to play perfectly, get the perfect one-to-one unit counter. Sometimes you just gotta do something random. Yeah, most of his army is actually in this corner here, whereas I've expanded out to the left. Creates an interesting situation because I've got hackers on the left and the right, and that means that in a late game, once the chaff war dies down, one of these hackers is allowed to go after. because like no matter what, he's got something good to shoot at most of the time. Yeah, now he's probably thinking, what the F is going on here? I think I picked the Typhoon because my brain did start working a little bit better. I don't want to deal with late game Wasp. That's a pretty obvious counter to what I've got going on here. So that's pretty much what these guys are meant to do, is to deal with mostly. And they contribute to a little bit of chaff clear. That's the other reason too. I did sell one of them because they're not going to be that great. I don't need 3 of them. And then I put him back just a little bit, that way just in case he does elite recruit triple shield Wasp and try to hit one of my towers, it'll probably stop that. And I'm leveling these guys up because my goal is to do best partner. I kind of got my bases covered. I can shoot in the air. I can hex. I got great single target damage on the ground. Hackers. And I've got chaff there through the Vulcans. Yeah, he tried to do a cheeky flank, which is quite interesting. Makes sense. He's got the decent HP lead. And I'm just so used to these things happening. Which is why I even had this guy here. Like I'm so used to these flanks occurring where someone will put like a Wraith back here because a Wraith can clear the chaff. They're kind of tanky and they can pop the tower. That is kind of a weird one to put back here. It seemed like I think he was pretty confident that he was going to win this game by putting that back there. Oh, he's in the snow. Now the panic is setting in. What the F might just happen? Efficient giant like that. It's like the last round of the game. Couldn't even pay off. It just skipped. Alright, shields. So fortunately, this is the round I got best partner. That kind of balances things out, because not only can I shoot up in the air, but I've got some decent actual damage, and I'm not just vulnerable to shields, because shields will counter if hackers are your only DPS. We got a first customer over here. Right. Too much chaff here on the right side. This is where he's been putting on. But yeah, I mean, I think any good aggro game, you're going to get up on the other side. Right. It's customer. It looks like that portable shield worked out okay, but he wouldn't have died anyway. The shield never got broke. They doubles the health.